Okay, so we're making this rosette. It has 75cm length tails and 8 tiers, tails behind, loops, 38mm, 25mm and 38mm star points, 38mm loops, 38mm tails. Okay, so let's do the tails first. First we need to organise the backing disc. Put something on it to hold it. Let's move everything else out of the way. Excuse the desk mess at the moment. Just thought I would get this video done whilst I still had one more of these rosettes to make. Okay, so, and then we just line up the tails. So do the outside first, and just have them so that they go straight down, rather than angling too much. We've only got 5 38mm tails on this, so, oops, wrong one. It's about halfway. Try and line up the points so that they are level. It's about halfway through the other one. And then we've got the white. Now this white's a little bit too long, so it's got to go further up and into the disc. Just lining everything up down this end so that the points are all in line with each other. Okay, now it's come a little bit off the disc, so just slide the disc down a tiny bit more and make sure it's all in the middle. Once you're happy, hold it and just give it one last little iron with your hand. Make sure something's there to hold it just in case. Take some masking tape, no wider than the backing disc, and tape them just so that they're going to hold when we flip it and glue it. And then just pull off these bits, because this tape is actually just going to stay on the rosette, because it will be completely covered by the top layer of the rosette once we've made it. Okay, make sure your glue gun's nice and hot. This was very hot, I've just been using it. Okay, and then you gently, without moving it too much, fold, and gently fold over again, and then you glue right up to the seam so it will catch every ribbon, and then a half moon. So this is the ribbon after you've folded it back in that flip that I show you in the video. And so you're folding it back, your right hand is holding the thumb up underneath here. No, sorry, your left hand, because you're going to use the glue gun with the right. You put a splodge of glue there. It must be a certain amount, like a good couple of centimetres away from the edge, all the way around, keep it the same. Splodge in this direction, keep a little bit of, some glue going in a nice, the same splodge. So a little bit bigger splodge, and then normal glue all the way along, and a splodge again. So fill up by the time you get there, and do another splodge, and then go round the whole of that. In a nice, the same splodge. So a little bit bigger splodge, and then normal glue all the way along, and a splodge again. So fill up by the time you get there, and do another splodge, and then go round the whole of that, keeping the same distance away. Because when you close the tails, it's going to ooze, and you've got to ooze it up and down. and close it completely. So, sorry, I've gone to the tails. So I hope that makes sense with the half moon that I explain in the video that you can't see. Of the rosette, once we've made it. Okay, make sure your glue gun's nice and hot. This was very hot, I've just been using it. Okay, and then you gently, without moving it too much, fold, gently fold over again, and then you glue right up to the seam so it will catch every ribbon, and then a half moon, just like that. I hope that one's not come out too wrong. Been pulled out even. Okay, I'm just going to pull these guys down a little bit so that you can see it nicely. Okay, and then start to push the glue all the way so every tail is completely stuck in place where you want it. It gets quite hot, the glue, so you can use something else to smooth it out with. And now that's the tails. As you can see, they hang beautifully. Okay, a little bit of glue there. That happens, just pull it off, not a problem. Right, I'm just going to pop the tails over here for a moment whilst we make. So we know that the centre of the point is to the centre of the up and down loop. So when we close it like this, when we turn it upside down, sorry, not close it, we turn it upside down, we place it like that. We're going to smother that in glue. I'm putting the safety pin make sure you put it on the right way. You want the safety pin to go from the outside so that the tails are facing up, shiny side up, so that when we turn it around you're holding the clip of the safety pin at the back. And then once we've got the glue, we're going to line up the tail of the white tail so that it's directly underneath the white loop, and then we need to line it up. Then we need to line it up like that. Now when we do it, what we do, I was showing you all that slow, so when I do it, I hold it, I bring it there, I've got this on this hand here, I bring it there, and then I close it down, and then I make sure it's equal before I start squishing. And you just have to hope that you're going to not move it slightly, like left or right, to come off this white loop and tail line up. Okay, so now let's do it. Go to the edge, but not to the edge. Get quite close to the edge. It's a good idea to have your glue stick full before you start. Smear it all over the back. Make sure you get it in the middle where the pin, the safety pin's going to go. Haven't got much time, so make sure that the glue, make sure that you don't move anything, just calmly. Just like so. And make sure you don't move it when you press. Now, the other side, the rosette side, you can press it down nice and hard, because the rosette will just ping back up again. Make sure you put your thumbs in here. If the glue comes out, just use your nail to get it off. Okay. can see that's nice. And that's pretty spot on. Right, so now put it down this side. Get your centre disc. I've got a bit of glue on my finger, which I don't want to do this next bit with. Make sure you don't have any glue on your fingertips. Okay, centre disc, just give it one little practice run, put it where it needs to go, make sure everything's alright. And afterwards, do a little cross and a kind of half circle of glue in the middle. Take that, pull that off before you put it in, because it's harder to get it off when it's dry. And then hold it up in your hand. Make sure all these are pulled where you want them. Make sure you keep on checking it's lined up. These things can move so easily. Okay, now there is still that little bit of glue, so as always, just get your safety pin and just pull it off. One last squeeze, and then there you have it. One very big Best in Show rosette.